I didn't think this trip would feel this heavy. Not heavy like stress, heavy like history. I'm standing here with my phone in my hand, surrounded by cameras, worth more than my car. And it suddenly hits me that the people walking past me right now are the same voices I've been listening to for years. Late nights, broken screens, battery anxiety, camera comparisons at 2 a.m. And now they're real. Breathing, laughing, arguing about smartphones like it actually matters. Which it honestly does, it does. This is the Smartphone Awards 2025. I arrived early. Too early. That nervous early, where the venue isn't fully awake yet. You can hear shoes echoing on marble floors. Crew members taping cables to the ground. Someone arguing about lighting temperatures. Someone else complaining that their phone overheated during a test run. That's when I knew I was in the right place. I remember pulling my phone out instinctively, opening the camera, then stopping myself. Not everything needs to be recorded instantly. Some moments need to be felt first. Then I hear a familiar voice behind me. Not a face. A voice. One of those voices you recognize before you even turn around. The kind that's trained your ears for years. I turn, and there he is, one of the biggest tech YouTubers on the planet, standing casually. Hoodie, backpack, no entourage, just human. I don't say anything for a second. Neither does he. We both pretend this is normal. Then he smiles and says, "Crazy, right?" And I just laugh. That's how it starts. No dramatic introduction. No cinematic music. Just two people realizing we're all here because we love tiny glass rectangles too much. As the venue fills up, the energy changes. You can feel it. Cameras start rolling. Smiles become sharper. Voices get slightly louder. Everyone switches into creator mode without admitting it. But in between takes, the real conversations happen. I meet another YouTuber I've watched since I didn't even know what an AMOLED panel was. We talk about burnout. Not views, not sponsors. Burnout. He tells me he once considered quitting after a phone launch cycle nearly broke him. I didn't expect that honesty. It stays with me. Then there's the camera guy everyone knows for brutal smartphone honesty. In person, he's softer, thoughtful. He talks about how every phone feels the same lately and how hard it is to stay excited when innovation moves in millimeters instead of miles. Someone else joins us, another massive creator, millions of subscribers. He admits he still gets nervous before uploads. That shocked me, because from the outside, these people look untouchable. Inside this room, they're just tired humans chasing curiosity. The awards begin. Phones get praised. Brands clap. Logos glow on massive screens. You hear buzzwords thrown around like confetti. AI this. Computational that. Revolutionary upgrades that look suspiciously familiar. But then something interesting happens. Between categories, the creators start whispering. Not gossip. Opinions. This didn't deserve to win. That camera's overrated. That phone surprised me. These are the moments no press release can capture. I realize something important right there. The real awards aren't on stage. They're happening in these side conversations. In the raised eyebrows. In the quiet nods of respect when a phone genuinely impressed someone who's seen everything. At lunch, I sit with a group of creators arguing about battery life versus charging speed. It sounds boring until you realize how passionate they are. One of them slams the table lightly and says, "I don't care how fast it charges if it dies by 4 p.m. Everyone laughs. Someone pulls out 3 phones and starts comparing camera samples like it's a street debate. No sponsors, no scripts, just raw tech obsession. I don't record it. I just watch. That might be my favorite part of the entire event. Later, I finally bring out my camera. Not to flex who I met, not to chase clout, but to document how human this all feels. I interview one of the biggest names there. Instead of asking about specs, I ask, "What phone actually surprised you this year?" He pauses. That pause tells me more than any answer. He says the phone he expected to hate ended up being the one he used the most. That honesty feels refreshing, almost rebellious in a world of polished reviews. Another creator tells me the best phone of 2025 isn't perfect. It's just honest. Honest pricing, honest features, honest compromises. That word keeps coming up. Honest. As the day goes on, the lights get warmer. The crowd gets looser. The phones come out less. Conversations get deeper. Someone talks about how algorithms changed everything. Someone talks about how creators don't actually control their own success anymore. Someone jokes about how we're all just unpaid marketers arguing over megapixels. We laugh, but it's true. I step outside for air. The city noise hits me. Cars, distant sirens, life happening beyond smartphone cameras. I think about how strange this world is. We review devices designed to capture reality, while sometimes forgetting to live in it. Inside, the final awards are announced. Cheers, applause, cameras flash, brands win, brands lose. But nobody really loses, because the real win is being here, being part of a moment where tech isn't just numbers. It's people, opinions, emotions, fatigue, excitement. Before leaving, someone taps my shoulder. Another big creator. One I didn't expect to talk to. He says, "Keep going. We need more voices that actually care." That sentence stays with me, not because of who said it, but because of what it meant. I leave the venue with my phone at 12%. Fitting. Outside, the night feels different, quieter. Like the world doesn't care that smartphone history just happened inside that building. And that's okay, because the best tech moments aren't always viral. Sometimes they're just memories. Walking back, I scroll through my footage, not looking for the best clip. Just reliving the day. I didn't meet idols. I met humans. Humans who argue about phones. Humans who get tired. Humans who still get excited when a device gets something right. And maybe that's the real award. Not best camera, not best performance, not best design, but best reminder that behind every review, every comment, every comparison, there's a person just trying to make sense of technology in a world that never stops updating. This was the Smartphone Awards 2025, and honestly, I'm glad I was there.